We chase. Opens up his account straight away, Tamim Iqbal. Yeah, it's not a challenging total. This should get to the total pretty easily with deliveries to spare, unless they mess it up.
Mess it up is the key word there. I think they'll have to make an extra effort to mess it up, because this is a very docile pitch, so they play to the ball to the merits. It should be all right. Munawira, not the biggest turner of the ball, but can be quite nagging at times. Like that.
Oh, batsman beaten now with the trajectory of the ball. Thought that it was a long hop, very lucky. That ball was precariously close to the off stump.
Sure was. He's got to be meeting that with a full face and not a horizontal bat like he did. Like that, maybe just go forward and have a little... innings yielded 75 runs and 64 in the second 10.
7 runs and over. It's not challenging. He has started off with Sikandar Raza.
Should be given as a wide. Also, Tamim Iqbal down the leg side.
Well, it's the second time he missed out, Tamim Iqbal. Hits this one.
Even there, Amir, I think he missed an opportunity. It's just not timing it to perfection as Tamim Iqbal, as he throws his bat at this. See that that's got the bottom part of the bat, a thickish inside part.
Yes, no matter how well you are hitting them in the nets, it's the match pressure. 2 overs completed. Reply, 7 without loss.
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে
ঠিক তাই ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা
সোয়াদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ রবি
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক আমার সৌরভ আমার পরিচয় লাক্স
Third over started here. Little tentative. Yes and no. Sent back wisely. Tamim Iqbal. You'd expect a batsman of the caliber of Tamim Iqbal, who's very aggressive when he wants to be, feel that he's easing into it. And oh, that hurried through. It's very good from Munawira.
Change of pace, change of trajectory, posing a bit of problem for Tamim Iqbal. He doesn't look out of sorts. The only problem he's facing at the moment is timing the ball. That's in the air, gone right up. Take it. First blood drawn through Munawira. It's a big wicket.
You could see the pressure building. We were mentioning that Tamim Iqbal is not really timing the ball, and seemed to be a little cramped when he tries to swing that ball away. You see, it's pretty close to him, and it got that leading edge, and comfortably taken by Subhashish Roy. No problems at all. Big wicket. He is delighted, and why not? First wicket down. 7 for 1 Comilla. Tamim Iqbal goes for 4.
No Jor Jabardasti, only ultra gliding. Cool shaving foam. The real smooth experience. Proti Shave. Cool. Real man kokhono jor khataয় না.
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখনই চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন, এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড
Imrul Kais is the new batsman in. He's had a good run. He's off and running. 44 not out and 33 not out in his last 2 batting innings. So they'll be hoping he does well here.
Well, he's there because Tamim Iqbal played a pull stroke. The ball wasn't there. Length wasn't the right one. When you're pulling the ball as a batsman, you have to make sure you hit the ball at the arm length. He was cramped, top-edged it.
Now he was into that shot pretty early, and that might have been a little off-putting for the keeper. And he tried to paddle it. Did he get a bit of back to it? Yeah, it's just possibly shaved the face of the bat on its way down the leg side.
Well, wicketkeeper Ronke was anticipating a slider. Bowler opted for a slowish delivery and an off-spinner.
I think there was no bat in that one. Just had another look at that one. Was given us runs, and that is definitely down the leg side. I think the previous one also should have been given as a wide.
Well, it worked well for the fielding side. Only 4 runs were added.
Instead of 5. 3 overs done, 14 for 1.
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না, এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
কটেন, এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি, সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও
পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল।
Judging with this replay, umpire has to see a good ophthalmologist.
Down the wicket, gives him the charge. This is going to go 1 bounce into the boundary. Well, you have the good and the bad. He did well earlier in the day.
Yeah, that was a brilliant decision and quite contrasting. The other one, but followed by a good stroke. That's better. Using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball rather than sweeping. It wasn't working for Litton.
Oh, that kept low. He had to hurry down on that one. Now, can be a little disconcerting for the batsman. Litton Kumar Dash's short zone in this edition of the BPL. Scored on the offside, inside out, not too many. And this time it was a bit inside out. He's trying to make room for himself on the onside and played away onto the offside. Bowler followed him.
Well, if a batsman is trying so many things, it tells you he's not confident batsman. Yes, he was able to hit a nice boundary down the wicket, but it wasn't a confidence booster. Imrul Kais, he's batted well.
Oh, he definitely has, and the Comilla team really would need him to click here. With 44 not out and 33 not out in his previous 2 games, he needs to carry on from where he left off. Litton Kumar Dash, as you said, feeling for it a little bit, not top-notch batting from him. Change in the field. That's the mid-wicket or a cow corner coming in a little straighter at long on, and mid-wicket goes a little squarer. A lot of wholesale changes. Now mid-wicket is going to go on to cow corner. The deep backward square is going to come into the circle. So wholesale changes for Litton Dash. Now, are they tempting him with all these field changes?
Well, it can be a double bluff. Bowler might be thinking of bowling that straight one. No, it wasn't. Quickish delivery, bounced and turned, but not on the right line.
Wanted to pitch it outside off and bring it in. Pitching outside leg and further down the leg side. The longish over this one. The fourth one. Full toss, whipped away, not from the middle of the bat. They get a single to finish off over number 4. It's 22 for 1.
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা? এক কাপ চাই যদি বানায় খাওয়াইতে না পারি কমিশনার হওয়ার পরে কি করব? ভাই তুমি যেরকম নাম্বার 1 তোমার চাও কিন্তু নাম্বার 1।
এমন নাম্বার 1 মানুষদের জন্যই নাম্বার 1 চা পাতা কন্ডেন্স মিল্ক আর চিনির দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশনে এক কাপ নাম্বার 1 চা। নাম্বার 1 এর জয় সব সময়।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল
22 for 1 after 4. Again, it's not a comparison you want to keep your eyes on if you're the Comilla Victorians, because after that rollicking start, 4 overs 40 for no loss, it's at this stage that things started to go wrong for Chittagong. Good evening, Roshan.
Good evening, Gautam. Yes, I couldn't have agreed more with you. They just couldn't kick on. But I think the spinners are looking to try and create some pressure here. Dilshan Munawir are looking to fire the ball in. Ras are different, looking to get some purchase. Dilshan Munawir, of course, not a spinner of the ball as such, doesn't spin it a lot, but tends to slide on.
Tell me you're the right person to ask. I said in the previous game that he reminds me a little bit in his bowling style of his namesake, Tilakratne Dilshan, in terms of just the way he bowls.
Yeah, I think he's got action close to that, but Dilshan would bowl it a little bit slower, and at the point of delivery he might be a little bit more settled and balanced. Munawira tends to kind of rush in right to the man at extra cover, so that's the difference. And of course, in terms of pace, he tends to bowl it a little bit quicker.
But overall, very similar in makeup. Aggressive opening batsmen, both of them, both chip in as more than part-time off spinners. Dilshan, of course, towards the end of his career was almost full-time.
Yeah, but this man has a lot to prove in terms of getting close to Tilakaratne Dilshan. They may be similar in styles and approach, but I think the similarity stops there, because the record for Tilakaratne Dilshan is phenomenal.
Munawira just made his ODI debut earlier in August against India. That's a quicker one. That's the one that you don't see from his namesake. 23 for 1 after 5.
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
কটেন এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাথ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
যখন আপনার সাথে আছে হিরো i3s প্রযুক্তি, তখন সাশ্রয় হবে জ্বালানি আর সঞ্চয় হবে টাকা। এটি স্মার্ট, এটি i3s।
Sight in this tournament, the AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement of CJ Chris Jordan, and he's bowling from the Shah Cement end to start off his BPL stint. 105 wickets in 98 games. Like to work on that economy a little bit, but his slower delivery is something that's almost become a trademark. He's been so useful for England.
Yeah, he's been very good at T20. I know that he started off playing a bit of 50 over cricket, but he's now moved into being almost a T20 specialist. It's quite pacey. He can work up a good head of steam. But yes, you're right, it's the mix that really makes him such a good bowler, particularly in the depth.
Yeah, if you focus on his grip, it's many of his slow deliveries are just like a conventional off spinner. Doesn't bother with too much of the tricky stuff from the back of the hand. He uses a lot of the knuckleball, and the fingers as we saw that first delivery. But what he does do is sometimes with the slow ball action, he bowls the quicker delivery. Now that's his reverse. He bowled that last one at about 135.8.
I think the game has seen a lot of changes and a lot of innovations, particularly T20 cricket, the slow bouncer, the slow yorker. I mean, so much of variety that has been created by bowlers and even batsmen with their stroke play. Now that wouldn't please the side too much. That's a swinging delivery, but way down the leg side. Needs to get some rhythm going to his bowling. He can be sharp without being express.
That's a lot of deliveries with his slower delivery. Comes down to 105, 110 k's an hour. Batted well today as well. That's an extra asset to his game that he's worked on, knowing that he'd be needed. That's been picked up, but again, just didn't find the placement. He would have liked to go much straighter. Only one man in the deep out there, and he found him. Still, we haven't seen evidence of that trademark Jordan delivery yet. Just feeling his way into the tournament.
Yeah, Comilla has looked to come up with a more measured approach rather than looking to blast the bowling. I think they're trying to have a decent foundation before they really look to take on the bowling. Appear to be a little bit conscious about losing wickets. They're looking for singles and twos, the odd boundary. So Leighton Dar's approach the other day was very different. He was just going after the bowling and he got about 20 odd runs in just a handful.
All in that single over, and then in the last ball he tried to repeat the dose and lost his wicket. So obviously learned his lesson from there, though in that last delivery we saw hints of that Leighton Dar coming back. There you go. He's just giving us a replay. Yeah, that's how I can play. Maybe that's not how I'll choose to play. Moments the left-handed Imrul Kaya is on strike. Jordan, is this the slower one coming? Yes, it was. That's the one just that comes out of the palm of his hand. 113 k's an hour.
Yeah, it's about variety in T20 cricket. You talk to Lasith Malinga, he would tell you that he'll try and bowl something different to beat the batsman, get a dot ball in, because T20 cricket is all about dot balls and trying to restrict the batsman's scoring, because it's free for all as far as T20 cricket is concerned. Batsmen just go after the bowling.
That's over the top. That'll be a boundary. Imrul Kais was looking to break free, and he spotted that one from Jordan. Another slower delivery. He saw it early.
I got the feeling that he was deceived just a little bit in flight, but he did well to recover quickly, and the timing was right, just over the man at mid-off. I think he should have, had he timed the jump a little bit better, who knows, but a good shot, welcome boundary.
Also picked the shortest man in the field. A lot of other players in this team would have bounced that very, very easily. Hanamul Haq, Bijoy. Jordan will be disappointed, as will his captain, Misbah-ul Haq. Haven't run away with it yet. Run rate required is not huge, 7.62 at the moment, but the more pressure they start, the last ball of power play, Imrul Kaya is going to maximize. So often we've seen the last ball of the 6th over, something happens.
Only a wide. What were you expecting?
One more ball to come, one more ball to come. Come on, let's give him a chance. Let's give Jordan and Imrul Kaya a chance. It's just some batsmen tend to look up at the scoreboard and say, oh, power play just about to finish. You mean I'm going to have no more chances to go over the top? Here I go.
Let's see. Let's see whether Gautam Bemani's prophecy would come right. What he predicted. Something happens in the last ball. That's what he said. We're still waiting. We've been made to wait.
Yes. The fans at least are enjoying chanting for the Comilla team. Like Dhaka was supported in the afternoon, for some reason not as many Chittagong supporters as their Comilla supporters in full voice. Misbah ul Haq goes back to the long on boundary. See, they were anticipating something as well. And it all falls flat thanks to the change in field. Never mind, power play done, 33 for 1.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই
ম্যাপ দেখি
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
This is sunshine smile makes you feel this way when I can't see through when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
সোহাদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ রবি
For 1. So doing far better, but around this time their troubles had started. Wickets started to fall. The brakes were put on. Rashid Khan got into his stride. They won't be too unhappy with where they are right now. If they keep wickets in hand, I think Comilla are comfortable.
I think the key there was when Chittagong batted, it was the factor, Rashid Khan factor. They knew that they had an ace up their sleeve who could come in and create something different. But that's what Chittagong doesn't have here.
He's a little lucky there. He picked that fielder, but I don't think he hit it as well as he would have liked. He wanted to clear him with ease. At the end, he picks up just a couple of runs.
Munavira fires the ball in, so that pace, very useful when you play shots like that. You can just time it, use the pace and play it. That's better, that's better. That's gone behind point. It will race away to the boundary. Good effort in the deep. My feeling is that looked a boundary. Let's see anyway. I'm sure the umpires would want to check it.
I think you call that right, because his body was touching the rope, and no, he's done well. He's done brilliantly. Shomu Sarkar. He touched the boundary ropes, but the ball was not in contact with him, and he was very clever. He knew his body was in contact, so he didn't come anywhere close to the ball.
Let's see. There must be some point where the ball connects the body or contacts the body, at which point he's touching the rope. Well. That's a tight one, but I think, as you said, good work.
For being harsh, Roshan, I think he did really well.
Didn't I say good work in the end?
In the end, like a strict school teacher, very reluctant to give 100 out of 100 to the student. Yes, I like your work, but maybe just about 88.5.
Well, good work. Very good work indeed. Shomusaka on the boundary, clearly saved a couple of runs. Already 4 runs on the first 2 balls. That's better. Straight away you could see that he's looking to bowl it slower. After that reverse sweep and that shot behind point, can't afford to give pace on the ball. He can mix it up. Don't be predictable.
He's bowled Dilshan Munawira through. 4 overs on the trot in the first 7. He obviously knows what strategy he has here. He's got Jordan, bowled 1 over, got him for the back end of the innings. But that has been the problem for Misbah ul Haq. As you mentioned, Rashid Khan is an example. Teams have a weapon to go to. Dhaka Dynamites have Sunil Narayan, now even Shahid Afridi added to the mix. But for Chittagong, no real match-winning weapon with the ball. Chan Munawira
held it back, that was the key. Tossed it up. He was not there, and just enough turn. Clever, looking to impart some spin, and the ploy pays off. So Litton Das goes out for 21. It's 39 for 2 Comilla.
এখন গান শুনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো। সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা। কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে? আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলে টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা এক পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি।
His job was made easier. Butler, who opened the innings in the previous games, made way for Tamim Iqbal today. Now coming in at number 4. He's played this role before in different franchises, for England as well. When he doesn't get a chance to open, he bats down the order.
So different in coloured clothing. I've seen him play test cricket, but he's absolutely brilliant when he plays the shorter format. Seen him play some breathtaking innings. Still remember the 100 he got against Sri Lanka in one of the limited over games. But Sri Lanka just managed to win that series 3-2, but it was absolutely fantastic. That was in England.
A bit like Martin Guptill of New Zealand. He puts on the white clothes and seems to forget to play. He's so destructive as a one-day player and a T20 player. Butler too. The moment he sees a bit of colour on his clothes, yeah, that's me, I'm Joss, I can play and hit the ball hard.
It's its hand-eye coordination and the power he generates. Really strong forearms and packs the punch. Sikandar Rasa needs to do a good job here. So far he's just gone for 2. This is that last wicket. Was deceived in the flight. Good angle from round the wicket. Spinning back just a fraction.
And that deviation was apparent. That's what really deceived him. Have a look at that. 58 centimetre difference in that.
Yeah, it's the angle when you go round the wicket. Munavira did very well to slide a few balls across the right-hander and hold one back and spin it. Well, batsmen tend to do that. They tend to move around, don't they? They have their movements even before the bowler is ready to release. That should be a wide. Now this is an area that Chittagong will have to be careful of. Cannot afford to give those extra deliveries. We did see Jordan do that. Already 7 wides. It's almost an over and 1 ball.
He's moving around all over the place is Joss Butler. Sikandar held one back. This time he went through with it. You know, Imrul Kayes deals with Sikandar Raza. Obviously keeping the likes of Taskin Ahmed back is Misbah. Rasping shot, but there's protection out there. We're outside the power play. The end of 8 overs. Still going along well despite the loss of that second wicket, 45 for 2.
সারাদিনের ব্যস্ততায় ত্বকের যত্ন নেওয়ার সময় কই, ফলাফল শুষ্ক ত্বক। এজন্য আমার চাই ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রিস্টোর। এতে আছে ভ্যাসলিন জেলি, যা প্রচন্ড শীতেও ত্বকে দেয় 6 গুণ দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ময়শ্চারাইজেশন আর দেয় সুস্থ ও সতেজ ত্বক সারাদিন। আমার কাজ তো শেষ, কিন্তু ভ্যাসলিনের কাজ চলছেই।
সাদিকা,
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি।
লাক্স, জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়, লাক্স।
Liton Kumar Dash hung around for 21 runs, but took 20 balls, wasn't looking too comfortable. Subhashish Roy, for the first time in this innings, right arm fast medium, 27 wickets in his 20-over career. He's had some important wickets in the previous games. See what he can do this time around. That's pulled away, long and handsome, and almost into the crowd. Welcome to the middle, Subhashish, says the batsman Imrul Kais.
Wow! This has been dispatched. Short, and Imrul Kais says you can go and pick that 10 rows back, son.
A brilliant shot, really delighted the crowd. They're just lagging behind, and it's come early in the over, so the pressure will be on the bowler straight away. Imrul Kais tucks that round the corner, and that's good cricket. Big six, and then a tuck around for a single. Let's go down and join Pia.
হাই, আমি এখন আছি কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের সব ফ্যানদের সাথে, কথা বলছি তাদের সাথে। তামিম আজ তার ফার্স্ট ম্যাচে আজকে জয়েন করলো, তো কেমন লাগছে?
We were very excited to see him, but sadly উনি মাত্র রিকভারি থেকে ফিরে আসছে, so I'm sure উনি ফিউচারে আরো ভালো পারফর্ম করবে এবং he's gonna make this tournament a big one. He's gonna do good. মাত্র ফিরে আসলো, I'm sure সামনে ফাটাবে।
কিন্তু আজকে যে স্কোরটা করলো, এটা নিয়ে কি আপনি স্যাটিসফাইড?
আজকে I think he wasn't up to his full potential because একটা মানুষ ইনজুরি থেকে আসতে he needs some time to come back. The physical recovery ব্যাপার আছে, mental recovery ব্যাপার আছে, so tournament আগাতে I'm sure he's gonna make it back and he's gonna make it big. We believe in Tamim.
Yeah, inshallah. So we are almost in the middle of our game. So what do you think? What will be the score of Comilla Victorians today?
I still can't say that, but it's an easy target, so I think they should win this. Really hoping that they win it.
Okay, best of luck for Comilla Victorians, and now going back to commentary.
Well, they need to go at 7.48 runs per over from now on. Shouldn't be that difficult a task as long as they can hang on to the wickets. And Imrul Kais and Josh Butler, they've got a lot of experience in the middle. Butler walking into it, bowling well, just restraining him from freeing his arms.
Well, Imrul Kais, a man in form. Josh Butler, a man in form. So as long as the two are out there, they will feel that they're firmly in control of this game. As you say, just 7.59 to the over needed, and very manageable.
Just a mere push down, and he's off and running. That's very good to see, despite the ball being hit pretty hard. Off and running straight away. Subhashish Roy, second fastest bowler in the tournament. The average speed of 130 from 0.7, but the fastest delivery 145.9. This young man can generate a bit of pace. He's very aggressive in nature also, as we have seen on various occasions. Slapped away through the covers. No one's going to stop that. Brilliant shot. Really latched onto that one. 9 overs done. 59 for 2. And I think also there will be a signal for the Vashundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু, তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখনই চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল।
কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
সারাদিনের ব্যস্ততায় ত্বকের যত্ন নেওয়ার সময় কই? ফলাফল শুষ্ক ত্বক। এজন্য আমার চাই ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রেস্টোর। এতে আছে ভ্যাসলিন জেলি, যা প্রচন্ড শীতেও ত্বকে দেয় 6 গুণ দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ময়শ্চারাইজেশন আর দেয় সুস্থ ও সতেজ ত্বক সারাদিন। আমার কাজ তো শেষ, কিন্তু ভ্যাসলিনের কাজ চলছে।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা এক পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া, আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
75 in the first 10 overs, 64 in the second 10 overs, which is going exactly the wrong way for Chittagong right the way through this tournament. They start off with a bang, end with a whimper. So Josh Butler eyeing the field, having a look at there's a keeper close in, short third man, backward point, deep cover, and a long off. Brothers Bravo sitting there, an edge induced by Josh Butler. Two fielders chasing it. The ball is going to reach the fence before they do. 4 more runs, rather fortunate.
That is unfortunate for Sikandaraza. Josh Butler expecting that to turn a little bit more. Got a thick outside edge. And that ball ran down to third man boundary. Another boundary for them. 63 they move on to now.
Yeah, look at that. Keeper just maybe thought would have gone to it. Not quite. I like the way Josh Butler seems to try and catch the eye of the bowler, upset their rhythm by moving around and before the ball is released. Steps back. Imrul Kais on strike now. Be steady at his crease as it tucks that away. The two different approaches by the two batsmen. Josh Butler prepared to move around at the wicket. Let's see what he does this time around. 6 runs so far. The first 3 that have been bowled. What is Josh Butler going to do? This time he holds his ground, stays steady. Yeah, just there you go. A couple of balls back. He's stepping back. He's got the eye of the bowler, but he's not going to be intimidated by that or tempted into doing something out of the ordinary. Easy runs coming at the moment. They're happy with keeping the scoreboard ticking along.
Yep, the onus really on Chittagong to get wickets and create an environment that will allow them to do that. At the moment, fielder spread is 5 guys on the boundary. Man at deep cover, long off, and on the leg side. Difficult to create those chances.
Well, he's not going to find. I thought it was going to hand. He must have had his heart in his mouth for a while, but it went for the distance. Disappointed for the bowler. 72 for 2 after 10.
সিনেমা সাথে রাখো সব সময়
Center Fresh. Cinema. Center Fresh. Magic of freshness.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা এক পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
Have a look at the last ball of the last over. Imrul Kayes did have a big swing at it, but somehow he thought he might not have got those 72 meters distance that was required. Was it pretty close? Well, not quite, not as close as I initially thought. But he must have had his heart in his mouth for a while there. You know, what do you think?
Yeah, it looked like it might not quite have the legs to get there, and a disappointed Sikandaraza because he thought that it was going to go down the man's throat. Change in bowling. Anzamul Islam from the AK Steel end.
Yeah, comes in the 11th over to have his first bowl. I think in one of the matches we saw him opening the bowling from one end, so there's quite a mix and change for the bowling. Chittagong, Viking.
We're just talking about creating pressure and getting a wicket. These two in a partnership of 97, of just 72 the other evening to win 79, sorry, partnership. And they went about their business just as they are today, Shamim. No pressure, they won by 9 wickets in the end. But very similar circumstances. Happily finding the gaps, milking the ball, and when the boundary opportunity comes, taking it.
Absolutely, I think there's the right way of going about it. Minimize the risk factor in your shots. Just ensure that, as you mentioned, milk the runs, play more orthodox shots. After 10 overs, the Vikings were 76 for 1. Just a run behind and well in control. Is that down the leg side? Yeah. By Shokot has another little bit of exercise, extends his arms and signals that wide. 8 wides, too many. And the 5 were not given, was given as runs, 4 runs. Tuck around the corner, sensible batting. Sometimes orthodox approach, even in a T20 format, pays off. You can bide your time.
It certainly does. And often we've seen teams at the beginning of the innings losing early wickets, Shamim, and not being able to just take a step back and continue to push through the middle overs and then be able to launch again at the end of the innings. So this is absolutely perfect for Comilla, showing their experience.
There he is, a little movement from Butler, but even then the bowler just sticks to his line and restricts him to a single of the last, well, one more delivery to go after this.
There is the movement, but the ball still comes in a good area, Shamim. He doesn't look to force it. He's just trying to get the bowler off his mark. If he stays there, then he plays the appropriate shot.
Well, it's been use of the angles right through this over. 7 runs from it after 11, 79 for 2.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
সোয়াদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট
প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন
Run rate. Askin Ahmed now for the first time also comes in pretty late into the innings to roll over his arms. 43 wickets and he's only into his 43rd match. 20-over career. Had a wonderful match the other day. Really excelled with the ball. Has been a little out of sorts internationally. But, he's showing signs of returning back to good form. It's also his BPL career, 26 matches and 33 wickets. Economy could do with a little bit of improvement, but look at his best figures, 5 for 31. Try to replicate that. At least get amongst the wickets. They need a breakthrough very, very quickly to the Chittagong Vikings team. Yorker length ball dug out. Batsman to come, Marlon Samuels. Good strike rate. Mohammad Nabi, even a better strike rate. The skipper, DJ Bravo, what can you say about him? Lots of batting to come. Kane bowls that foolish length delivery. Doesn't allow Imrul Kais to free his arms.
Yeah, the captain, Misbah ul Haq, lots on his mind. But if there's anybody who can get wickets for him, it's this man. Great return and a match-winning performance against the Rangpur Riders back in Sylhet in the first leg of the AKS BPL, powered by Shah Cement. And he certainly needs his young man to get him a few more here.
Well, this time they're off and running. The ball just bouncing and slowing down enough before it reaches the fielder. Josh Butler's scoring areas in this edition, and look at that. Oh, we'll have another look at that.
Spun into oblivion, that graphic, Shami.
Well, to err is human, and with machines, what can you say? Just in that state of affairs, when both teams are just vying to take the ascendancy, not really going all out, waiting for things to happen. Ah, good bowling from Tuscan. He's kept it right up. He's been brave enough to try the Yorkers, and they've paid off. Josh Butler's scoring areas. There you go, confirmation of that. Lots just forward of square. Only 12% behind square. And look at the long red ones, the sixes that are hit in that area between square leg and mid-on. Big, long strikes. Oh, had to reach for it. Initially, that was the movement we've seen him try so very often in this innings. And the bowler just bowled it a little wider. Had to reach for it. No wickets against Comilla. 3 for 31 against Rangpur. 3 for 43 against Khulna. Yet to open his account with the ball in this innings. Just coming to the end of his first over. It's been an excellent over so far. Given away a couple of runs. He doesn't want to spoil it. And Imrul Kais will feel that with just 2 runs from this over, he's got to try and do something out of the ordinary. Maybe take a few risks. Something's got to give here. There you see, moving away, and still he manages to keep it tight and restrict the batsman to just a single. Only 3 runs from that over, 12 done. It's 82 for 2.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক আমার সৌরভ আমার পরিচয় লাক্স
ওয়ান নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Original required rate was 7 per over. It's hovering about 7. Seems like batsman is struggling with his hamstring, or maybe the case of a few cramps. It is quite humid outside.
Appears to be a cramp to me. I think he's stretching a little bit. Don't think it's a hamstring. Let's hope it's not. We did see a hamstring issue with very little. Is it the hamstring? He doesn't seem to be happy with it, but these are the 2 wickets.
Yeah, that was a big wicket. Tamim Iqbal, a very dangerous batsman in any format of the game. Yes, he was making a comeback, but still a prize wicket. Yeah, it seems like Imrul Kais is struggling. He is having a chat with the physio. Should I carry on or should I not? Because I'm feeling very comfortable there. Uncomfortable there. This is the second wicket. Was looking to hit the ball over mid-wicket. Wasn't to be. Missed it completely.
Yeah, that was clever by Munawira. He set it up beautifully, bowled the one that slid on and then spun it a bit with the slow one. Jordan's back, and the good news is Imrul Kais is continuing, so that's very good news.
Yes, he has done the hard work. When Comilla Victorians lost an early wicket, he arrived at the crease, absorbed a lot of pressure, batted sensibly, kept on rotating the strike, and when the time was right, he went after the bowlers. He's been able to hit 2 4s and 2 6s. Strike rate is good, beyond 100. He's been ably supported by Butler, who's unbeaten on 15. Plenty of protection on the boundary line. It was in the air. Poor fielding, poor effort, resulting in a single.
Yeah, that should have been picked up better, but I think he's struggling. Imrul Kais is definitely struggling. He's not moving with so much of freedom there.
I think it's a longish tournament. If he's not feeling comfortable, I think he should go back in the dugout before he aggravates it. It might be a minor injury. If he risks it unnecessarily, well, it's time to catch up with Gotham.
Yes, indeed. Actually, it's not just me. I'm having a bit of a face-off here in the stands between myself and Pia. I've decided I've got a hardcore Comilla fan with me. Pia's got the chittagong support, so Pia, wait for me. I'm going to first quiz my Comilla fan here as we watch CJ. So tell me, what's your Comilla connection, even though you live in Dhaka?
So I have a really strong bond for Comilla because our house is there in Comilla. It's near the Victorian College, and my uncle, my big uncle, he was the vice president of the student council, and all my uncles and my aunts, they're like a die-hard fan for Comilla.
Yeah, well, they're not doing too badly, family connections over there, but tell me about some of the players in Comilla before we let Pia take over. Who are your favorites and why is it they're doing so well?
For sure, I love Bravo, and he's just the best.
Is that for his cricket or for his dancing? Have you picked up some of the dance moves?
I have, but I think he's the best for cricket as well.
I'm not going to make you dance. Pia, you've got a lot to live up to.
Yes, আমি এখন চলে যাচ্ছি চিটাং ফ্যানের কাছে, চিটাং ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স ফ্যানের কাছে, সরি চিটাং ভাইকিংস ফ্যানের কাছে। হ্যাঁ, তো আমি তোমার কাছে জানতে চাই, Comilla Victorians আবারও একটা ছক্কা মেরে দিল। তোমার কি মনে হয় চিটাং ভাইকিংস কি ভালো করতে পারবে? চিটাং ভাইকিংস কি আজকে খেলা জিততে পারবে? লাস্ট কয়েকটি খেলায় কিন্তু খুব একটা ভালো করতে পারেনি।
আসলে এটা তো টি-20 ম্যাচ, খেলা যে কোনো সময় ঘুরে যেতে পারে। এখনো বলা যেতেছে না কি হয়, তো সামনে তো আরো ম্যাচ আছে, আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ দেখিয়ে দিব।
চিটাং ভাইকিংসে কাকে তোমার সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো লাগে, কোন প্লেয়ারকে?
আমার সবথেকে ভালো লাগে তাসকিন।
তাসকিনকে ভালো লাগে কেন?
অনেক খুব ভালো বল করতে পারে আর দেখতে অনেক হ্যান্ডসাম।
Thank you for your honest answer. So she already said that she liked Taskin for his bowling and that he's a good-looking guy.
Pia, দাঁড়াও. You're losing so badly that you even call the chittagong team the victorians. That's how well Comilla is doing.
No!
And as you can see,
Exactly. শোনো, তোমার এখন বলতে হবে চিটাং এর কিন্তু সামনে খেলা আসছে, চিটাং এ আমরা খেলতে যাচ্ছি, চিটাং এর এনার্জি ফিরে আসবে।
As you can see, there's confusion here, but I think we are winning the battle. I think so. Yeah, we are winning.
কখন ঘুরে যায় এটা কেউ বলতে পারে না, সম্পূর্ণ ভাগ্যের ব্যাপার। হয়তোবা আমরা আজকে একটু হয়তোবা খারাপ খেলতে পারি, কিন্তু নেক্সট টাইম যে খারাপ খেলবো এটা কোনো কথা না।
Well, I thought it could carry on forever. Well, while we were listening to Gotham and Pia, 50 runs partnership was achieved between these two batsmen. And Imrul Kais is looking good, although he's struggling. And that was a Yorker length. He's been able to hit a big six in this over as well. Imrul Kais is unbeaten on 41. Backs away and farms the strike. End of 13 overs, it's 93 for 2.
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা এক পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
Equation in favor of Comilla victorians. No surprises there. After striking Chittagong Vikings to 139, they were on top. I think they wanted to have a bad change. Imrul Kais.
I think it's about the umpires wanting the players to move on a little bit quicker. I would have thought that he would want more attention for his hamstring or his cramp, because he was struggling a bit, but it appears to be the bat that he's concerned about.
I think he needs or requires a heavier bat, because he doesn't want to run from here on. He just wants to deal in boundaries and sixes. Replacement bats.
In fact, two of them. Players today, they have plenty of equipment at their disposal. They're very lucky in this day and age. Also using the time to give him some refreshment. Naturally, the umpires aren't happy. I think the umpires just getting involved, making sure that the game moves on. 47 of 7 overs, that's the target. That can't be too difficult here with 8 wickets standing.
It's Taskin. Into his second over. Starts off with an attempted Yorker.
Now, why is Imrul Kais still out there? He's struggling, he's limping. We were talking about this being a long tournament and the importance of him preserving himself.
Well, that was his last over. Very consistent. 5 of them in that Yorker box, followed by a slow one. He's improving as a bowler, learning the trade of fast bowling in this format. That was short. and punished.
That was a very strong shot indeed. He's so good with shots like that. Tends to use that bottom hand and was looking to flat bat it, and that he did well.
Well, he couldn't resist that, could he, Taskeen? He had to pitch one shot. He was bowling so well. Why? If you wanted to bowl a short one, bowl it with a purpose, not half-baked.
Got a fine leg out, quite fine, and a man at square leg. Long on out as well. Already 5 runs of 2 balls. Good Yorker. That's a good comeback. He's mixed it up quite well, bowled it quite judiciously, I must say. Outside the cricket, of course, Amir, I think what we can be very impressed is about the crowd. On a working day, particularly the previous game, I thought that was a magnificent crowd.
Oh, what a stroke that was. Where did this come from? He hit that one from a Yorker length. Unbelievable. Astonishing stroke from Jos Buttler. My word.
That's 4,000 runs for him in T20 cricket, but what would you call that shot? I think you described it beautifully, because he hit a Yorker for 6. But an amazing shot, and that's why Jos Buttler is been thought of so highly.
And that's why he's so dangerous in this format. Congratulations to him for 4,000 runs. 50 times. Oh, he was once again trying to create room for himself. Bowler followed him on that occasion.
The last ball of the over, that was a slow one. Just holding it back a bit. But look at Imrul Kayes. Look how he's struggling. Just don't understand he being out there. Let's hope he doesn't aggravate himself.
Watch the field change. Taskeen for the last ball of his second over. Wants square leg to be moved towards mid-wicket. And a fieldsman saving a run next to the square leg umpire. What is he looking to do? Once again, a slowish delivery outside the off stump. The only thing Jos Buttler needed to do was get bat on the ball. And he got 4 runs for it. 31 is his score, and after 14, it's 108 for 2.
Sadika,
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
ভাই, একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
সোহাদিকা।
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
সিনেমা সাথে রাখো সব সময়। সেন্টার ফ্রেশ
সিনেমা,
সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস।
লাক্স লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক।
আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়, লাক্স।
He was very expensive in the previous game, in his previous outing. Starts off with a short pitch delivery.
Well, Imrul Kayes, he's not been dismissed in the last 3 games. He's been in very good touch. He keeps shaking his head, but why is he just carrying on? But I think Tanbir is bowling at a difficult time here. He's bowling to a left-hander who's in good touch, and also Butler who's looking to blast the bowling.
Well, if he's been stubborn or he hasn't been able to make a decision for himself, I think the coach or the captain should ask him to come out. He's an important player. And there is a strategic timeout, Bushandra's. So I think decision has to be made.
So that one, I thought Josh Butler was a bit lucky. He completely mistimed it. The leg spinner's on. Leg spinner, of course, in an attacking option. Wicket-taking bowler for your side, but it appears to be a little bit too late in the day.
Well, if you don't get a decent total on the board, you're always reliant on the opposition, how they have a mercy on you or not. That was a good effort in the deep.
That's a poor length for a leg spinner spinning back in at the left-hander. And the leg break to the left-hander needs to be more controlled. That's what we're talking about, being dismissed just once in the series, but 3 times not out.
Well, that's where he makes a difference, Josh Butler. He's looking to score runs on every delivery. A very positive batsman. Puts the oppositions under a lot of pressure. That's a rarity. 2 dot deliveries. I think it's last ball of the 15th over, and there is a provision for the batting side to call for Bushandra's LPK strategic timeout and ask Imrul to just have a rest. Edged, runs, only a single. End of the 15th, it's 1-1-2 for 2.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি, সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
সারাদিনের ব্যস্ততায় ত্বকের যত্ন নেওয়ার সময় কই, ফলাফল শুষ্ক ত্বক। এজন্য আমার চাই ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রিস্টোর। এতে আছে ভ্যাসলিন জেলি, যা প্রচন্ড শীতেও ত্বকে দেয় 6 গুণ দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ময়শ্চারাইজেশন আর দেয় সুস্থ ও সতেজ ত্বক সারাদিন। আমার কাজ তো শেষ, কিন্তু ভ্যাসলিনের কাজ চলছেই।
Asking rate comes under 6 now. A good effort from these 2 batsmen, Imrul Kayes and Josh Butler. I think this is sensible from the batting side, opting for Bashundra LPK strategic timeout.
এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু, তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখন চাই 0 ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
No, that's a delectable looking shot.
Nasser Hussain is delighted. The captain does it again for the Celeb Sixers.
A 6 and a big one. It's 50 for Fletcher.
BPL Season 5, Khulna Titans vs Sylhet Sixers. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabbit Hole app.
ফ্রেশ প্রেজেন্স ক্রিকেট এক্সট্রা থেকে আমি সামি আফরিন আপনাদের সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম করছি। প্রত্যেকটা বল ইজ ভেরি মাচ ইম্পর্টেন্ট অ্যান্ড কাউন্টেবল। সেখানে 48টা ডট বল ছিল।
টি20 হলো যে আপনার 4-6 খেলা, আপনার এখানে কিন্তু দেয়ার ইজ এ প্ল্যান।
এইভাবে ফরেন প্লেয়াররা এখানে বিভিন্ন টিমের সাথে অ্যাকোয়াইন্টেড হচ্ছে।
ওয়ার্ল্ডের টপ ক্লাসের প্লেয়াররা কিন্তু আপনার বিপিএল এ খেলছে।
Fresh presents Cricket Extra every match day after the match only on GTV.
Well, Bashundhara LP Guest strategic timeout comes to an end. Time for game to resume, and in that timeout, Imrul Kayes had his hamstring looked upon, got a bit of treatment, and has decided to carry on. It must not be that serious.
Don't think so, but the way he was limping, I thought he needed some attention. But well, he's carrying on, so let's see how he responds. But one thing is clear, that he's not looking to take quick singles. He's preferring to do it in boundaries or the long single.
Well, the equation is in their favor, so he can't really have to push himself. And if you have that man as your partner, you don't have to be worried about anything. Maybe he wants to get to his 50. He's very close to that.
That he just couldn't get there. He was restricted somewhat. He was looking to come down the pitch, but he was never really there. That's what happened.
Not quite peddling it. Well, he played well for his 45. And it's 1-1-3 for 3. New batsman in, Marlon Samuels. Another able batsman. He's got a very impressive record in T20 format. Well, Umar Kayes was batting well before this happened.
Brilliant catch, I must say. That was a good catch by Tanveer, who ran. One thing about Chittagong that has stood out, Amir, is their attire. The red and the gold combination, amazing, isn't it? That looked quite nice. And even Comilla, with that helmet color, it tends to shine so much under floodlights, so it's like a knight in shining armor.
Well, this AKS BPL 2017 powered by Shah Cement is all about being color coordinated, and teams are definitely a nice delivery, giving the ball a bit of air.
Alan Samuels just in the other day held on to an outstanding catch. Haven't really seen him blossom so far in Dhaka with the bat. Another punishing player, I can tell you. Remember, he played an outstanding knock in that T20 final against Sri Lanka in 2012. Got 80 something where the West Indies won that championship.
Well, it's 113 for 3, only 27 runs required from 24 deliveries now.
Chittagong Vikings struggled with the bat earlier on when they managed to only 139. Let's have a look at Josh Butler's sixes this tournament. Yeah, down the wicket, he loves going down the wicket, and when he does that, when he gets in a really good position, couple of short deliveries, but that is something very special. An incredible shot, unbelievable to put that away for a massive 6 over cover area. Packs a punch.
He does. You can play those kind of shots, Atta, when you've spent time out in the middle, and he's done that over the last 3 innings. Half century in the last game. 47 in the game before that. And really just a cool, calm customer. Gets the job done. Today, 34 from 26. Strike rate of 130. And really just controlling proceedings here at the Sherabangla National Stadium.
Yeah, he picked up a 50 in the last match that he played, Josh Butler. And continuing this where he left the other day. 35 now of 27. I know the total is not a very big one for Comilla Victorians to chase, but then again you would want someone to be there. The biggest six has been more than 100 meters, 101 for Josh Butler. Average six distance is pretty big actually, 90 meter. Tournament average, 82. He's gone ahead of the tournament average.
And that tells you that he packs a real punch.
Too wide, too full, easy, too easy. This time around it's Samuels who put that away to the boundary.
That's a poor delivery, especially to somebody like Marlon Samuels, who loves to give himself room and hit over the offside field. 22 required now from 22.
Yeah, looks like Comilla Victorians will go on to pick up the third victory in 4 matches. But on the other side of the coin, Chittagong need to find their feet in this tournament. It looks like that they will not be able to pick up another point here, and if they've only will manage to lose 3 out of 4 matches after this. So they need to find someone who can bring them back in this tournament. As well, Haka, as a captain, have a job in his hand. That's a cracking shot, dead straight. Enough power. Oh, lovely piece of fielding. This is from Anamalak Bijoy, but I'm not too sure. I thought maybe that hit. The ball just got stuck in the hat that he's wearing, and if it did, then there might be some extra runs. They've gone back to the bowling mark, the bowler. Umpire's not interested. There'll only be 2. Single taken. Yeah, but it looked like the ball did get stuck in the hat that he's wearing, the cap that Anamalak Bijoy is wearing. '18. Oh, it's gone up in the air, and all the fielder is going to go is have a look at it because it's gone over the top of him. 6 to finish the over, 15 runs in that over, 128 for 3. They need another 12 from 18 balls now. Comilla Victorians. Yes. Just a regulation here. It's been too easy for Comilla. Chittagong will be very disappointed. Only managed 139 for 4 of 20. Oh. We saw Alan Samuels hitting a 6 in the previous over. This time it's Josh Butler. He's hit that out of the park and he's got another 6. So they need 6 from 17 deliveries. A click-backing shot, moves on to 44.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Speed off the bat, 129 kph. And he's launched that, and he's come down the wicket again, and this time doesn't make the connection. Turn and bounce, and a consolation wicket, if I can call it that, for Chittagong. Didn't get to the pitch this time. Josh Butler looking to deposit another one over long on. Wasn't to be this time, but another really good innings from Josh Butler. 44 he got. 134 for 4.
Of 6 more required. It's too short. easily a hitter on the onside or towards the middle area. Just punch it straight to the fielder at mid-on. Again, no run.
He's going to make sure that he doesn't get out here. Just the 6 runs needed. He'll want to see the team over the line. Gliding down past the leg stump.
Yeah, after being hit for a 6 in the first delivery, he's come back very nicely. Tanjamul Islam picked up a wicket of Josh Butler and then he bowled 3 dots on the trot. Make that 4 dot. What an over. 134 for 4. Vikings only managed to score 139 for 4, and at the moment, after 18, Victorians are just 6 runs behind. They need 6 to win. 5 to tie, 6 to win of 2 overs that is left. Samuel's on strike. Bit of a chat between Sikandar Raza and a few players here. A little bit too late, you know, because they wanted something to happen in their favour earlier on to defend that total, a low total that they managed to score.
For me, what's disappointing is they keep finding themselves in the same position, Atta, and it's as a result of their batting. Top of the order does well, particularly Luke Ronchi. Good start in almost every inning so far, 3 of the 4 matches they've played. But as you get to that 8th over, to the end of the innings, there's nothing there in terms of momentum through those overs to take them to the end and have a decent score on the board. Struggled their way to all the totals they've made so far, and that's why they find themselves in these positions.
Well, they took a long time to set the field, and he's smashed that one. He smashed that all over, and he's gone for the maximum. It's a win for Victorians, and very comfortable, comprehensive win by 6 wickets. Comilla Victorians will be very happy and pleased to go on to win quite comfortably.
They'll join the select sixes and the Dhaka Dynamites at the top of the table. And there's confirmation. 6 wickets, a very comfortable victory for the Comilla Victorians over the Chittagong Vikings, who are going to go away from here and really need to sit at the drawing board and think about the way forward in this tournament. They've now lost their 3rd out of 4 matches, and certainly a lot of work to be done in between now and their next game. But for them, what a fantastic victory, finished off by that man, Marlon Samuels. Beautifully crafted 6 over extra cover, and a well-deserved victory.
Yeah, finished off in style. Samuels just given a glimpse what he's capable of down the track. It took a long time to set the field. You don't need to set field for shots like that, I can tell you that.
You don't, and you could see straight after that ball came out the bat, he knew it was sailing well over the boundary. Another good victory for the Comilla Victorians. That man will have lots to think about.
You mentioned about that openers from Chittagong Vikings, and you mentioned Luke Ronchi. Don't forget that right at the top of the order with him is Shomo Shaka. There he is. I think they need to take a little bit more responsibility. Once you get a good start, you really don't want to leave it to others, because they don't have someone who's really made a big contribution in the middle or the lower order. So it's important for them, if they get a good start, you need to continue to bat for a longer period of time. I think that is the key as far as I'm concerned, because it's not looking good for Chittagong Vikings at the moment. Still a long way to go. 12 matches each where they'll end up playing with. But if they keep going on the way they have gone on so far, it's going to be difficult for them to come back.
You're spot on, Atta. They need to make sure they get somebody who can be the cement in that middle part of the innings. And it's just not happened. We saw a little bit of Sikandar Raza in their last game, but he can't do it on his own. He needs to make sure that all those other batters that are there in the middle, the captain, Misbah and Haq, can support him and make sure that they continue scoring consistently in those in-between overs.
And Comilla looking stronger and stronger. Well, we've got Roshan Manama, beg your pardon, Roshan Abhisinghe, got carried away with that. Let's go downstairs to him.
Atta. Well, thank you, Atta. Well, I got one of the stars of Comilla, Josh Butler. That was an easy win for you guys. Just talk us through that effort.
Yeah, again, quite clinical. You know, our bowlers keep bowling very well in that middle period to tie the opposition down, and then again some good partnerships to get us over the line.
Well, we've seen some outstanding shots in T20 cricket. One of them was your six of a Yorker. How do you manage to do that?
Close my eyes and swing, I think. So, no, I think, you know, obviously Yorkers are a big part of the game, so you try and practice as much as you can against them. But, you know, other days it doesn't come off. But, no, it's good fun. 2020 is good fun trying to clear the road.
Obviously, we're enjoying batting with Imrul Case. How serious was his injury? He was struggling a bit. You weren't really looking for that short single.
No, unfortunately, you know, he's obviously hurt himself there, but we've got a few days before the next game, so hopefully he'll be fit.
Talk us through this PPL. You seem to be enjoying it. You seem to be enjoying this version in particular, the IPL, and now here.
Yeah, I love these franchise tournaments. 2020 is great fun. You know, you come and play with different players and experience different cultures. You know, it's great fun, and it's a great learning curve.
All right, all the best and very well done today.
Thank you.
Yeah, sincere apologies to Roshan Abhisinghe. There it is. Chittagong Vikings batting first, only managing to score 130. And we talked about the top order, especially the top two batsmen, Ronki 31, Somashoka 30, but nothing much from the rest, and in the end could only manage to score 139 for 4. Let's have a look. They started well with Luke Ronki playing some big shots here. Look at that, down the ground for a big 6. And once he was there, it looked like they would go on to post a really big total. But then after playing some really good shots, that one going down the track, going outside part of the bat, Thomas Shaker also getting into the act but hitting a really big one. Couple of boundaries for both the openers. And then this. This is where things started to change in favor of Comilla.
It was. And what other people might not have seen was the fact that after 4 overs, they were 40 for no loss. And they really looked like they were going to go out there and get this total easily. That was well bowled by the captain, Nabi. He's had a good time with the ball. This man has been brilliant. Every single opportunity he gets with the ball, he's getting wickets. And as you say, at this period, things had started to go wrong.
I couldn't clear that fielder. He also looked good for a very short while. In the end, a couple of boundaries from Jordan, ensuring that they can only manage to score 139. And Nabi, I thought, bowled really well, 1 for 19 of 3. Look at that, Rashid Khan, 4 overs, 11 dots, 1 for 17, only 14 runs from 3 overs from Arafat Sani, and Saifuddin among the wickets with DJ Bravo.
And this was the Comilla Victorians. Captain Tamim Iqbal, who hasn't taken the armband back, struggled. But as we go down the order, Imrul Kaya is again in the runs. Fortunately, he got injured towards the back end of his innings, and it looked like he decided that he was either going to go over the boundary or get out. 45 from 36, he got Josh Butler, who we've just seen downstairs with Roshan. Another really good innings from him, 44 from 31. And Marlon Samuels, just a cameo 17 at the end to get them across the line.
Yeah, Munawira did the trick for his team, 2 for 17 of just 4 over. Sikandar Raza was expensive, so was Jordan and Subhashi. So Sanjamal, I thought, bowled really well, 2 for 14.
And this is how the run chase went. Coming first to go, yeah, he really struggled. He was looking to get the ball away. He wasn't getting the timing. Somebody who's been out the game, and he didn't get much. Beaten dust. We know that he can play a couple of shots. He did that for a little while until that happened. Came down the wicket, looking to heave that over the onside. And while defeated by the bowler, Imran Kayes, he played some good shots. And again, good innings. The opportunity was there to spread his arms and play the big shots. He did so. And well partnered again by Josh Butler.
Yeah, they added 74. They added 74. And that really took control of the match. Played with a lot of authority. And knowing that they didn't have a big total to chase. But in the end, he holed out in the deep. Imran Kayes. He's struggling because he was struggling with his ham. He's not looking good. But then the winning shot also coming up from the bat of Diamonds, who played a cameo of 17 in so quick time. Yeah, we saw Josh Butler playing some really big shots. And he wanted to finish up in style, but he got stumped in that occasion. 6 needed. And then the wicket taker. That's the winning shot. Winning it with a massive 6 over cover.
And you can see the dejection on the Chittagong captain. But this is how the game went. 139 for the Chittagong Vikings. Contributions of 31 from Luke Ronke and 30 from Shomio Shaka. But easy chasing for the Comilla Victorians. They got to 140 with the loss of just 4 wickets, winning the game by 6 wickets.
That's the points table. Dhaka Dynamo has been joined by Comilla Victorians after this victory. Sylhet Sixers also with the 3 wins in Sylhet right at the top, followed by Khulna tie 10-4, and then the rest on the same points, Rangpur, Chittagong and Rashtra Kings. Let's go down to Gautam for the presentation.
Yes, thank you and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this post-match presentation. We've had a wonderful day of cricket, a cliffhanger in the first match and maybe a more convincing victory in the night match here, but all well supported by a fantastic crowd here in Dhaka. I'd like to first invite and actually introduce the presentation party, starting with my far left, Mohammad Abdul Matin Shorkar on behalf of AKS. Next to him, Mohammad Jabbar, Managing Director of the DBL Group. A familiar figure, Director, Bangladesh Cricket Board, and Mr. Ansar Ali Khan, Advisor, TVS Auto.